Hi guys, and welcome to another Elementor e-commerce store video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, in our last video we created a simple product. We made a little HP Office laptop here and we made it on sale, as you can see with the sale price there. We didn't give it a category because we hadn't created any yet. We'll be doing that in a moment. Today we're going to create a variable product. So I'm on the products page, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and say add new. And this one, I'm going to create a Dell Office desktop computer. And again, I'm going to put the full description in here. And we'll go on down. This time we're going to have it as what they call a variable product. So it's going to have different hard drive sizes and different RAM sizes you can put in there. But to start off with, we'll leave it as a simple product. We'll put in the price, we'll say $6.99. We'll leave it, we won't put it on sale. Tax status is absolutely fine. Again, we want to go down to inventory and set our stock number. So we've got 30 of these. Not going to allow back orders, means when it runs out people can't order it. And we'll get an email when it gets down to 2. If you want to sell them individually, check that box. Basically it means only one, each customer can only buy one, but I'm happy to sell plenty to each customer, so I'm going to leave that unchecked. Shipping, don't really need to do anything here because we've got flat rate shipping enabled, so it's $20 everywhere. But if you've got a different shipping method, you can put in your weight and dimensions and actually calculate shipping with UPS or USPS. Linked products. Well, I've only got one product at the moment. And to put it in there, just start typing. The other product's an HP laptop, so if I put in HP, it should find it. There it is. And cross sales, we can do the same thing for that. And you can add several different products when you have them, and they'll appear under the main product, just as something that customer might be interested in. Now, attributes, we didn't use them on a single product, but we need to use them on a variable product. So I'm going to hit the add button, and the first attribute is going to be hard disk drive, and we'll say some different sizes. We'll say 500 gigabyte and separate with a pipe. The pipe's the little key that's usually just above the enter key, just above the backspace. And we'll say 750 gigabyte pipe, and then we'll say 1 terabyte. And don't need to put a pipe after the last one there. If you wanted to, you can put in as many as you want. That's going to be fine. Right, and I want to actually add a different variation, and this we'll say RAM. And here we'll put 4 gigabyte pipe, 8 gigabyte pipe, and 16 gigabyte. Great. Let's save our attributes. Now this is where we want to go up and change this from a simple product to a variable product. You can start off with a variable product if you want, but I like this. And this, if we go back down to our attributes, we want to make different combinations of all the hard disk drive and RAM options that we've got there. And open it up. Just check the little box that says use for variations. Save attributes. Let's go to variations. And what we can do, we can either manually create our variations, or we can create variations from all of the attributes, which I'm going to do this because it'll create a variation for each combination of attributes you've got there. So hit the go button. Yes, I'm sure. And it's added 9 variations, which makes sense because there's sort of 3 of each. And on each one, you've got 500 gigabyte hard drive, 4, 8, 16, 750, 4, 8, 16, 1 terabyte. And for instance, if you were selling a shirt, you could have it in different colors and different sizes. And for each of these, you can decide on a price and a shipping cost. Like I said before, I've got shipping enabled on mine. So we're going to start at the base price for this, which is $6.99. Don't need to change any of the shipping or anything like that. On the next one, we'll just go $7.99. $8.99, etc. I'll just fill out the rest of these. Okay, so I've just done the last one. Let's save our changes. And we've got the product short description below there, so I'll just take a bit of this info up here. Let's take it from there. Copy that. And we'll just paste that down below there. Now we want to put in a product image. So let's go and find an image for this one. There we go. You can put more product images in if you want to add more images under your regular one. Just for fun, I'll put in a couple of different computer pictures in there. Let's put one more in. And they'll appear under the main image, as you can see them there. Okay, product tags. You can put in things like computers, comma separate it, or just hit the plus when you're happy. As you see, it's put it down. Desktops. Etc, etc. Best deals on computers. Anything that relates to your product here and will help it to get found. Alright, we got categories here. We haven't really talked about these. All these computers can be in categories. For instance, let's create one called desktops. So let's add a new category. We'll say desktops. There it is, and it's automatically put it in it. But this can also be, we can create a category of Dell. So let's create another one. And it's okay for things to be in multiple categories. See, it's in 2 categories right there. And as we make our store bigger, we can do more categories and more categories, and you can have a page that just shows Dells or a page that just shows desktops. And it's really useful for filtering out your products. So I think we're good to go with this one. Let's save it or publish it and have a look at what we've got. Preview our changes, and there we are. There's our Dell Office desktop. Now here are the variations, and you can choose an option, and we'll say 500 gigabyte hard drive and 4 gigabyte of RAM, and as you can see, it gives you the price down there, 30 in stock. If I change the amount of RAM, you should see the price change. There we go, it's changed to $8.99. And of course, you've got the option of quantity and add to cart right there. And here are the extra gallery images I just put in below here. Click on one of those, it'll pop up there. So that is how to make a variable product. I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.